Hello class, my name is Domingo and today I will persuade everyone in my class to start eating breakfast. I feel great, I'm awake, I'm motivated, I feel healthy, I'm ready and all charged up and waiting for this life to throw anything at me. And the reason why I feel this way is because I started my day the best way I could by eating good breakfast. I know everyone wants to start their day off with a good breakfast or they want to start off their day good. But in life, especially college life, this could be an everyday struggle because we all have jobs we need to attend to. We all have classes that we have to go to, and we always have homework that we need to accomplish as well. So today I will show you simple steps and will persuade you to start eating breakfast. And it's the simplest way to do so. It's by waking up earlier. I take the time every morning to make my breakfast because I know that is the best way I could start my day. This is a lot. This is something that a lot of us take for granted. From even living college life, I understand that some mornings could be busy, some other hard, some other times, and most of the times very rushed. But according to the University of McGill, 40% of teens don't eat breakfast. This statistics actually includes all students from mid high school all the way down to late college years. Now, in high school, we usually had classes earlier, and we usually had a typically a pattern that we follow, and usually our parents used to help us out to follow those patterns every time, which most of the times included our breakfast. Now, during college life, we don't have our parents with us. We need to organize ourselves, and also we need to take care of our body and especially our brain. 120 calories of our brain every morning is taken from our breakfast. So every time you don't give your brain the amount of calories that it needs to function, then guess what? It's not going to start function. Now, when I wake up in the morning, or whenever we wake up in the morning, just think about it. It's already been 8 to 10 hours that we haven't eaten anything, and some of us either sleep 13 to 15 hours sometimes. And if you skip breakfast, then that's just some more hours adding to the fact that the brain still needs those carbs to start functioning. Without our brains, if our brain does not function, then we're not going to do good in school. We're not going to do anything in life. We're always going to be a setback for everything, and we're always going to be struggling with the simplest task. So again, if we want to function in school, if we want to set better goals, if we have to set higher goals, if we need to accomplish them, we need to start eating breakfast. I know many of us worry about weight gaining or losing weight throughout those college years, but believe it or not, the best way to shred those extra pounds is by start eating breakfast. There is a university that is actually proven that they have two groups of students that will eat the same thing just at different times throughout the day, the same amount of calories, the same things, and the group that ate in earlier the day, they actually end up peeling through from 7 to 10 pounds in within 2 months. So just imagine how important it is to eat breakfast. When I went to Europe, I remember how my uncle used to tell me that in Ireland, their breakfast they eat like a king, they have lunch like a queen, and they actually have dinner like a prince. We as Americans, we the opposite way, with a lot of times skipping breakfast. Now, we not only skip breakfast, but sometimes we skip lunch, we skip the breakfast, and at the end of the night, we end up eating 3 times as big dinner as we were supposed to. Now, at that time of night, our body, there is no way it can burn that amount of calories, and that's why obesity is such a problem here in U.S. With same thing with diabetes, same thing with hypertension or high blood pressure. Those are things that actually they're not just helping people; they're killing them. So I want you to realize how important it is to eat breakfast. Now, right now, you might be asking yourself, what is a very well balanced breakfast? Now, there is an article from the Health Smith that it talks about the the importance of eating proteins, grains, and fruit through the breakfast. I personally, grab a cup of fruit, granola with some yogurt. Those right there, that's a well balanced breakfast. It doesn't take much time and also can help you out a lot throughout the day. Now that I have persuaded you, I want you to take some time out and realize how many times have you skipped breakfast, and how many times you have actually gone to school and have actually taken a test early in the morning without taking that time to eat your breakfast. Now, also, I challenge you to go a day without eating breakfast and go another day or another morning with eating breakfast, and you're gonna notice the difference in the amount of energy that you're gonna have throughout the day. And also at night, you're gonna reduce the amount of food that you're gonna consume or that your body's gonna ask you for, because of the fact that you have actually eaten breakfast and you have actually satisfied yourself throughout the day. Now, last thing, I just want to leave you guys with a quote that my dad always likes to refer to. And this quote is by Stephen Covey, and he says that you always have to start with the end on mind. All right, guys, thank you very much, and you guys have a great